Good morning, students. Welcome to the series of Lesson 9 Movement in Animals. And in the previous video, we have studied page number 115, 114. In that, we have studied about earthworm movement, snail movement, cockroach movement, and snake movement. And today in this video, we will study about the how does a fish swim. Beta, you know very well fish live in water. So fish show various features which help them to swim. Fish is a vertebrate. Vertebrate means it has backbone. So it has a backbone and its body is very much flexible. If you see diagram, I show you the diagram of the fish movement, how fish move. In this diagram you see fish have fins which are supported by rays of cartilage and attached to the muscles. They swim. In this diagram you see fish swim by bending their bodies and tail in quick succession. When they expand their muscle on one side of their body, the muscles on the other side relax. This kind of zigzag motion produces a thrust which propels them forward. The tail moves from side to side and helps the fish swim in the right direction. The fins also help them to maintain the balance and change direction while swimming. In this diagram, as you are watching, during swimming, the front part of the body and the tail part curve in opposite direction. This makes a jerk and pushes the body forward. A series of such jerks make the fish swim ahead. The paired and unpaired fins help to keep the balance of the body and to keep direction. As in this diagram also you are able to see what kind of shape a fish has. Fish has streamlined shape. What do you mean by the streamlined shape? The body of a fish is broad in the middle and narrow at the two ends, just like a boat. This shape is called streamlined shape. This kind of shape helps the fish to cut through the water current easily. It has two paired fins and a tail which help a fish to balance and change direction while swimming. Now see in this diagram, figure number 9.17. Two diagrams are there. In this diagram you see a fish bends its body in a wave-like rhythm. Wave-like. You can see some species of fish also have a sac-like structures called swim bladder, which help them to stay afloat or sink in water. How? When the bladder is full of air, the fish become lighter and can rise up. But when the bladder is not full of air, what will happen? The fish needs to go down. Then what it will do? It releases some of the air from the swim bladder, and in this way it can go down. Okay, now again see the diagram how a fish is able to move. In this diagram, as you are watching, during swimming, the front part of the body and the tail part curve in opposite direction, and this makes a jerk and pushes the body forward. A series of such jerks make the fish swim ahead. The paired and unpaired fins help to keep the balance of the body. How balance of the body take place in the body of fish? The paired and unpaired fins help to keep the balance of the body and to keep direction. Now we will study about how does a bird fly. How does a bird fly? Only we can say insect, birds, bat and flying fish can fly. In insect, the wings are made up of a thin layer of cuticle. The wings are attached to the thorax region with the help of muscles. But here only we have to study how birds fly. Every part of a bird is modified for flight. If we will see the structure of the bird, then we will observe that every part of a bird is modified for flight. See the skeleton. It is made up of porous and hollow bones. This why it is made up of porous and hollow bones? This reduces their body weight, and the streamlined shape, as we have studied in the fish also, streamlined shape. What do you mean by streamlined shape? Which is broad in the middle and narrow at the two end, just like a boat. This shape is called streamlined shape. So streamlined shape, birds have streamlined shape of the bird's body is designed for flying. To fly, birds have wings covered with feathers. The feathers provide a large surface area and aid in flying. The tail feathers help them to maintain their balance. Now see the legs also aid in flying. A bird with injured legs can't fly. If you will observe, when bird get injured, its legs get injured, it even can't fly. It means the legs also help in the flying. You see in this diagram, yes, a downward stroke begins. In the first diagram, you can see a downward stroke begins. In second diagram, wings feathers spread out and go further downward, increasing the backward push. Now in the third diagram, observe wings continue to push air downwards, providing an upward lift. And in the fourth diagram, wings complete an upward stroke and downward stroke and begin again. Now even in this diagram also you can see, in this diagram, first diagram, the shape of the wings help in even gliding, soaring and high flights. In the second diagram you see, third diagram, fourth diagram, these are of different birds. Now in this diagram it is very much clear how a bird flies. In first diagram, what you are able to see, the bird is taking downward stroke. In the second diagram, wing feathers spreading of feathers take place and go further downward, increasing the backward push. And when backward push is there, wings continue to push air downward, providing an upward lift. In this way, upward lift take place. And wings complete an upward stroke and downward stroke and begins again. Like fish, a bird also has, you have seen streamlined shape. In this diagram you see streamlined shape, boat shaped body that help is to fly against the direction of the wind. It has hollow bones which reduces its body weight. Then forelimbs are modified into wings which are covered with feathers. It has powerful chest muscles which help the bird to move its wings. A bird flies by flapping its wings up and down, and the hind limbs are used to walk and perch on the branches of the trees. Some birds such as duck, goose and swan can swim. These birds have webbed feet to help them swim. So now what we have studied today, how does a fish swim, how does a bird fly. So now this chapter we have finished. Now you have to study concept map. In the concept map, complete chapter story is there, and then you have to learn keywords. I have shown you here, I have shown you the diagram of snake movement. In your book it is not there, then I have added this diagram. You can draw this diagram, you can note down the movement in snake also. Then birds diagram, I have shown you how fish swim. In this way you can draw all the diagrams from here. And then now you have to note down all the question answers into your fair notebook, and exercise you have to fill it in your book with ball pen. That's all from my side, beta. Thank you. Have a nice day.